Morning student, today I will discuss one of the important policy measure introduced in India under the leadership of former Finance Minister and Prime Minister of India Dr. Manmohan Singh. That policy measure is known as liberalization policy in India, and this is one of the historic moment which is come under new economic policy 1991. But my point is, first I want to clarify what about liberalization. Liberalization means removal, relaxation and reduction in unnecessary restrictions during 1950 to 1990 and open up various sectors in the economy of India. And these policy measures that is named as that is new economic policy 1991, which consists of one is structural measures, another is stabilization measures. Structural measures means these are long term measures, and short term measures, these are the stabilization measures. What is the purpose of structural measures? To increase the efficiency of the economy by increasing the productive capacity of the economy. But what is stabilization measures? That means to bring stability in price level and exchange rate in the economy. And to introduce these structural and stabilization measures, then this can be classified under three heads. One is L, another is P, another is G. This is therefore the new economic policy 1991 is called as LPG policy. L means liberalization, P means privatization, G means globalization. Since I want to discuss liberalization policy in India, therefore my focus will be on liberalization. What are the areas of liberalization? In which areas Government of India introduced the liberalized measures? These areas are: one is industrial sector, second is financial sector, third is tax reforms, fourth is foreign exchange reserve reforms, fifth is trade and investment policy reforms. Why the Government of India needs such type of measures? Due to the structural rigidities and difficulties arose during 1950 to 1990, because during this period India passed near about that is 7 5-year plans. And the first 5-year plan starts from 1951 until 1990. India completed 7 5-year plans. If despite of 7 5-year plans, then why there is certain limitations in our economy? Why public sector incurring huge losses? Why there is sharp rise in prices in 1991? Why there was acute shortage of foreign exchange reserves? Therefore, in order to relieve this, then Government of India introduced these liberalization measures in these areas. That is, first in industrial sector. What about the industrial sector liberalization measures? One is that is deregulation or abolition of licensing. Abolition of licensing. That is, during 1950 to 1990, there was a licensing policy. Without getting the licensing policy, the private sectors are not allowed to open up the industry. These are the restrictions imposed upon the private sector, and the dominating sector in the economy is the public sector. Next is what? That is de-reservation. De-reservation of production of goods under small sector industrial units, small scale industries. That is, it can be de-reserved the products. Next is what? Third is, that is here the de-reservation is come under markets allowed to determine the prices of industrial products. Therefore, these are the liberalization measures introduced under industrial sector. Next is come to the financial sector. What are the liberalization measures? Second is financial sector. In financial sector, the role of the Reserve Bank of India has been transferred from regulator to facilitator, and without consulting Reserve Bank of India, then private banks can be established and private banks can open up, that is different branches. Here the foreign direct investment limit can be raised to up to 50%. These are the, that means in financial sector the role of the regulation has been changed to the role of facilitator. These are the measures under financial sector. Third is what? Tax reforms. Tax reforms. Especially, there are two concepts under tax reforms. One is reduction, another is simplification. What do you mean a reduction? Reduction in tax rates, both the direct tax and indirect tax. During 1950 to 1990, there are higher rate of taxes, not only direct taxes but also indirect taxes. Therefore, government continuously reduce the rate of taxes. And simplification means the simplification of the procedure to pay the tax by the taxpayers. Successfully, the government introduced certain measures, simplified measures, how to pay the tax. The next liberalization measure is, that is fourth one, foreign exchange reforms. Foreign exchange reforms. Here, there are two concepts. One is devaluation and second is rupee value. Devaluation means, as part of foreign exchange reserve, Government of India devalued in 1991 the Indian currency in order to restrict what? Imports. And rupee value now allowed to determined by the forces of demand and supply. And government now relaxed the control of rupee to be determined, and it is allowed to determined by the forces of demand and supply. This is known as flexible exchange rate system. And fifth measure is, that is trade and investment policy measures. Fifth measure is trade and investment policy measures. Under trade and investment policy measures, government introduced removal, reduction of what? Removal of quantitative restrictions on exports and imports, reduction of tariff rates, reduction of export duties in order to bring Indian investors with the international competitors. Therefore, government removed or reduced the quantitative restrictions and tariff rates. These are the policy, liberalized policy measures in the areas of what? That is either in the industrial sector, financial sector, tax reforms, foreign exchange reserves, and your trade and investment policy measures. Then what about the repercussion of these liberalization policy measures? Then it comes to, that is, assessment of liberalization measures. What assessment means? With regard to rise in GDP. GDP has been rises from 5.6% to 6.4%. From 1991 to 90 to 1992 2001. This is one of the remarkable achievement in after reform. Then there was a decline in what? Agriculture sector and industrial sector. But the rapid growth of what? That is service sector, which generates more employment opportunity in India. Next is, there is more flow of foreign direct investment in India, and there is more flow of the foreign exchange reserves, and this will raise the foreign exchange reserves in India to meet the shortage in our balance of payment. Next is, now India is able to export of which type of goods? Capital goods, either your auto parts, automobiles, engineering goods, IT software, and so on. The most remarkable achievement is rising prices brought under control. That is, the high rate of inflation was controlled drastically after reform. These are the assessment measures under the policy, liberalization policy in India. And this is about one of the important questions, that is, what do you mean liberalization, and what are the liberalization measures, and what is the achievement due to the introduction of liberalization measures in India in 1991. Thank you, student.